Hey there, detectives, and welcome to the Explainer Detective Agency. I'm your chief, and guess what? We have a super important mission today. We've got to solve the mystery of the plain sentence. Are you ready? Awesome. Let's crack open our first case file. Okay, so here's our first case. The file says, The Lion Roared. Hmm, doesn't that feel a little boring? It's like something is missing. We know the lion roared, but how did it roar? Loudly? Angrily? And when did it roar? We need more clues. You know, to solve mysteries like this, we need special clue words. And these words are our secret weapon. They're called adverbs. Adverbs are just fantastic because they add all the fun details, turning a plain, boring sentence into a really exciting story. All right, then, detectives. Let's officially begin our first mission, the case of the plain sentence. Our main job here is to find out how these special clue words, these adverbs, add more information to the verb. That's the action word in the sentence. So, what exactly is an adverb? Well, just think of it like this. An adverb is a clue word that tells us more about an action. It's the word that answers our big detective questions, like how did something happen? When did it happen? Or even where did it happen? Now, every good detective needs to know how to spot clues, right? So here's a secret tip for you. Many of these adverb clue words end with the letters ly. So slow becomes slowly and happy becomes happily. But watch out. Some of these adverbs are a bit tricky. They're in disguise. Words like well, very, soon, or here don't end in ly. A sharp detective is always on the lookout. Okay, team, let's go find our very first type of clue, the how clue. This is also called an adverb of manner. Now, that's just a fancy name that means it tells us the manner or the way an action is done. This is one of the most common clues you'll find out there. So, here's the most important tool in your detective kit. To find this adverb clue, you just have to ask one simple question about the action. How? Come on, let's say together. How? All right, check out this piece of evidence. The sentence says, the baby slept peacefully. Now let's use our detective question. How did the baby sleep? The answer is peacefully. All right, why? You found the clue. The word peacefully is our adverb. It tells us exactly how the baby slept. Let's get some more practice with these clues. First case, Rohan ran quickly. You know what to do? Ask the question. How did Rohan run? That's right, quickly. Next up, Rita sang sweetly. How did Rita sing? Sweetly. And last one, the child ran towards his mother happily. How did the child run? Happily. See, you're becoming pros at this already. Fantastic work on those how clues, detectives. Now it's time for our next mission. We need to find clues that tell us about the location of the action. Let's call this one the where clue. So this next clue helps us pinpoint the location. It basically solves the mystery by telling us exactly where the action happened. So the question we need to ask is, you've probably guessed it, where? Let's examine this case file. It says, a river flows near his house. Okay, detective, ask the question, where does the river flow? Near his house. So our adverb, our clue word, is near. It tells us the location. Simple, right? Now let's look at two opposite clues to make this crystal clear. In this first example, the sentence is, she is still inside the house. Let's ask our question, where is she? Inside. And in the second one, the snake moved outside. Where did it go? Outside. See? Words like inside, outside, here, there, up and down are all excellent where clues. All right, detectives, 2 missions down, but we're not done yet. Our next set of clues is all about time. These clues are great because they tell us when something happens or even how often it happens. So for this mission, we have two key questions in our toolkit. When, for a specific time, and how often, for actions that happen again and again. These clues help us solve the mystery of timing. Chalo, let's find some clues about time. Let's check out these clues. First one, I visited the Science Museum yesterday. Ask the question, when did I visit? Yesterday. Perfect. Next, the movie is starting now. When is it starting? Now. Okay, let's try our other question. I always do my work on time. How often do I do my work on time? Always. And finally, Susan is never late for work. How often is she late? Never. Fantastic job, detectives. Okay, get ready for a challenge. This next set of clues is for our top agents, our super sleuths. These are called adverbs of degree, and they are very, very special. These clues are like carrying a magnifying glass. They don't just tell you about the action, they tell you the strength of it. They answer questions like how much or how strong. They really make our sentences a lot more powerful. Let's look at this advanced evidence. First, the weather is extremely cold. How cold is it? Not just cold, but extremely cold. And look here, Meera is very beautiful. How beautiful? Very beautiful. Now here's a super sleuth secret. Adverbs can add strength not just to actions, but also to describing words like cold and beautiful. Words like extremely, very, and totally really add that extra punch. You're officially super sleuths now. And with that, the mission is complete. Case closed. You have successfully learned how to find all the major adverb clues. Now let's take one last look at our official detective toolkit. And here it is, your very own adverb detective toolkit. Remember, to find the manner, you ask how. To find the place, you ask where. For time or frequency, you ask when or how often. And for our super sleuth clues about strength, you ask how much. Don't ever forget this toolkit. You know what? You guys were amazing. You did it. You have officially graduated from the Detective Academy. You are now a certified adverb detective. You've solved the case of the plain sentence and made our sentences so much more exciting. So what's your next mission? Well, I have a challenge for you. Tonight, I want you to open up your favorite storybook. Can you find all the adverbs hiding on the pages? Go on. Your next adventure is just beginning. Happy detecting! We hope that you have understood the topic. For more such content, explore EduRev app.